Oh, I feel good about them going to the first game. Thought they had an impressive training camp. The consistency that I was looking for coming out of the spring, for the most part, got a lot better. Really good at catching the ball, a lot better at blocking, and you can see where they improved and gained more confidence over the summertime with working with Morgan, knowing that he was going to be their star quarterback at Maxwell as well. Those two guys really stepped up their leadership and they helped our group. And coming into camp, they had a lot of confidence and they were on the same page a lot. And I feel good about where we are.
When you say consistency, was there one area in particular, clearly catching the ball?
Catching the ball. They didn't have a problem getting open. Didn't have a problem with knowing where to go, how to line up, all that kind of stuff. But I wanted to see more consistent in making big plays, really. And you're going to drop some, but I don't want that to be what we think about most of we think about our receivers. And so they came out and made some plays. Matt Rourke really improved. E.J. Fields improved. And it was great getting Gene McCaskill back. You know, a guy that can play multiple positions. And he came back and it was like he didn't skip a beat. Came right in, made some plays for us. And it's good to have a guy like that back and mixing in some of the young fellas as well.
Is he running confidently now?
He is. He is. And he wants to do more than what we're allowing him to do. But like I told him, I know that you can win games. You know, he's a veteran. And so I've seen him play in SEC games and do well. So we had to be smart and monitor him. He had some days where he went, some days where he didn't go, and I was fine with that. He came right back and then skipped the beat. And it helped out our other guys too, because competition is real. You know, and competitions make a lot of guys healthy. It makes a lot of guys perform every day. And having a guy like Gene McCaskill coming back makes some of the other guys step up.
You mentioned blocking, and I know how much Joe could appreciate that. It was drilled into him by Jerry Claiborne of all people. How do you feel about that?
Improved dramatically. I actually went back and watched how we looked last year, at this time last year. We were a lot better at blocking on the perimeter. And for us to be the kind of team that we want to be on offense, we got to be good on the outside perimeter, making 5-yard runs, 10-yard runs or better. And being physical. You know, we don't want to be known as pretty receivers, only out there to catch passes. We want to be an attitude setter for our football team. And we look at a lot of our special teams, we start a lot of receivers on those teams. And it's just a testament to how tough those guys want to be and how much they feel like they want to help the team out as opposed to just themselves.
See, how confident or how many guys do you think that you could throw into the game today? And how many guys?
We could play 7 to 8 guys. We got to have depth with the amount of personnel that we run, and obviously with the competition in our league, got to be able to have depth. I feel comfortable with playing 7 to 8 guys.
How's Larod King looking camp so far?
Oh man, Larod, I wasn't happy with Larod leaving out of the spring, and I challenged him over the summer. And I didn't know it was pressure, I didn't know how he would respond to it. But he responded to it in a great way. Talk about playmaking ability. He made some plays in the summer camp that he didn't make in the spring. Plays that I wanted him to make in the spring, wanted him to be successful in the spring, didn't make it. And came out in camp and made some big plays for us. And he's a guy who's played, a guy who's experienced. And sometimes you got a guy like that, spring ball is kind of like, whatever. Now he knows he's getting ready to go play and get ready for the SEC schedule. He stepped up his game a little bit. It was good to see having Gene back too. You know, it took some pressure off of him and Brian and Matt. All of those guys all got better, and E.J. Fields too got better. And I think that took a little pressure off of him where he felt like he didn't have to just be the guy, that he can be one of the guys. And he stepped up and made some plays.
Talking with him earlier, he was talking about with Randall and Chris gone, it's now, you know, kind of his role to step up and show them what to do when the coaches aren't around, someone that they can look up to. Has he been taking over that role well?
He has, and I saw that in the summer. You know, I talked to him a lot more than I did the previous year. Last year, I talked to Chris and Randall a lot. They were kind of the guys. And Gene, you know, before Gene got hurt. And Rod was kind of like the 4 or 5 guy. And now, you know, he's one of my guys. And I want to make sure I know the pulse of what's going on. So during vacation, I talked to him a lot. And he was just kind of telling me what was going on, who was working hard, and what he was doing himself to get better. So that was good to see, you know, and that carried over to camp. And he played very confident. The best thing about what I saw in Larod this year that I didn't see in the past was we didn't have a lot of numbers in camp, but we ran our tails off, and not one time did he take himself out, not one time did he complain. He sucked it up. Even today, after the full scrimmage, legs are dead, we conditioned after it, and he ran every one of them and then cop out. And that's good. Some of your big-time guys, so to speak, they don't want to do all that dirty work. And it was good to just see him practice when he preached. You know, it was easy to be that guy, front runner kind of guy. but when it gets hard, they kind of fade to the black. And he stepped up and came through leadership.
Receiving corps seem to have guys who have their specialties they bring to the table. Could you kind of run through some of your guys and kind of what their role, what they really bring to the table?
Yeah, you know, it's kind of in groups. You talk about Matt and Rod, those are your bigger, more physical guys that can stretch the field vertically. They block well, those kind of guys. Then Gene McCaskill and EJ and Marco Robinson and Brian Adams are all like your speed guys that can do multiple things: option routes, go across the middle, win on the perimeter, double move stuff, screens. You know, those are different kind of guys. And Marco Robinson is a special kind of player now. And he came out and did some things as a true freshman that kind of raise your eyebrows a little bit. And mixing that in and getting all those guys together, we had an opportunity to go big. And I kind of joke with those guys. I said, we can go the same personnel. I might call it big, and I might call it fast. Just joking with them. Because we had the ability to put some big guys out there. We had the ability to put some smaller, fast guys, more athletic guys out there. So whatever it takes for us to win a game, we'll find that right chemistry of what we need to get the job done when we get those guys on the field.
How about the improvement of Matt Ross? He came in as a physical guy, freshman. Is he one of your more physical receivers?
Yeah, he is. Matt is has no regard for his body. I'll put it like that. You watch Matt on kickoff teams and just going down, sacrificing his body. Last year against Louisville, he knocked himself out on one of the early kickoffs in the game. I'm like, you can't do that. You know, we need you on every receiver, but he is tough. And where he improved was with his hand and eye coordination. You know, Matt has good hands, but he always was thinking about running that before he got the ball caught. And now he's going out and finishing the deal first. And that's what he really improved from spring to now.
When you were talking about those styles, where does Daryl Collins fit? Or is he
athletic,
kind of
athletic, powerful guy. Man, he can do it all, really, you know, in terms of big playability, speed, you know, changing direction. He has it all.